All right, thank you so much, Daniel. Catherine, Mateo, Sophia, Jackson, those are just some of the names of the dozens of loved ones that are currently missing in the Midlands.
That's right, and according to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, right now 288 missing persons cases are right here in South Carolina. And if we take a closer look, the number is made up of dozens of children and teens.
So that's why this morning we are speaking with Dr. Chandra Cleveland, a licensed private investigator who specializes in locating missing people, for a closer look at this issue in our community. Dr. Cleveland, it is a pleasure to see you this morning.
Yo, it's a pleasure to be seen.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I want to talk about this and really lay the groundwork. We talk about missing person cases so often, and it just seems like it's turned into just another headline for a lot of people, but really this has a lasting impact on families in our community. Can you talk about that?
Oh, definitely. The impact that we're seeing of young girls that are just leaving or being coerced out of their homes is astonishing. And it's not just a particular type of family. It's any family can be affected by this. That's why it's so important that families and parents talk to their teens. Make sure that it is a group, a network of people who are in your children's ears. Because as we know, that little cell phone device that they have more of those people in their ears than they have their families.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to ask you. How is social media playing a role in all of this now? I feel like it's like we mentioned, you always are seeing those posts on Facebook and social media are saying, oh, this person's missing. Oh, well, I saw them on Snapchat a couple of days ago. So how is social media playing a role?
Social media has a big role to play in it. And I tell parents, the younger you give your children access to the internet, the more likely things will go wrong. And so, you know, as we see nowadays, parents as young as 6 months, first thing they do is put the laptop or the iPad in front of them, and that becomes a temper tantrum at a young age. That is the beginning of the process of an unruly child.
One of the things that I also would love to delve into is how can we as a community help these families? Is there something we can be doing? Is it just sharing the information on social media? Is it having conversations? What can we do to wrap our arms around these families who are hurting right now?
You know, things are out there for families who really want it. Different developments of nonprofits, law enforcement have programs that families can be a part of. It's up to the family to take that initiative to do that. And I feel, you know, there's a conglomerate of things that are really wrong. And I would start off saying, of course, it is the family. You got to let someone know that you're dealing with this with your child. Some people take that as a personal issue and don't want to share it with anyone else. The next thing, you got to make sure your child's mental health is good. Mental health with young people, I've seen it now go hand in hand. And mental health is led by another evil that is in our communities, and that is vaping. Vaping at a young age is demolishing the brain of a young person.
So
it makes them, I see the two connected all the time.
Connected.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I go there to the parents' home and I said, so when did this start? And the parents would say, you know, when it started. And then I look at the child and I said, when did you start vaping? The correlation is astonishing.
Wow, I would have never put those two together at all.
Interesting, but again, it all starts with the family. It starts kind of in the home with all being there together.
It does, and the community as well. So, you know, you have these kids involved in school, and the consequences of their actions, when it's delayed, the child tests another level. So the consequences that you see at a young age of the kids doing things, you need to handle it immediately. Because as you do not handle that consequences, they challenge the next level.
What a wealth of information. Dr. Cleveland, thank you so much for coming on to talk about this very, very important conversation, one of which we need to continue to be having with the young people in our community and just with other community members in general. We appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to put this interview on our website, WLTX.com, and hopefully this will encourage and inspire you to, again, have those tough but necessary conversations. We'll be right back.